Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Love Decanters channel. So, yes, this is stuff I bought for me, number 6, because I'm really a collector. I do sell some of my stuff, but it's mainly to make space for stuff that I've bought. Yeah, that's how it goes. So, yeah, and I haven't done one of these for a while. I'm not going to show you literally everything I've bought. That's for me, but I'm going to show you some of it. And how am I going to start? I'm going to start by showing you that I don't always get it right. In fact, I might even get it very wrong, and I might make decisions made on things that I advise you against because, yeah, it happens. Anyway, with that said, let's get on, and I'll start with that one piece, and we'll have a look at some glass. So here is the first piece I'm going to show you. This is a bit of a long, complicated story, so this is the one that I bought that's wrong. Let me show you what it is first. So it's got some sort of like bubble control, and also you can see these like little pockets around it. It's lobed, I think with 10 lobes, and it's got a spiral, a amethyst spiral in it. Can I get it back there? There we go. Yeah. So it's a bit unusual. These little pockets there are really unusual. The spiral's embedded in within it. And yeah, so I saw this when I was out and about. Thought it was quite an interesting thing. Didn't think anything more of it really, because I didn't know what it was. Anyway, I came home and I have an interest in Stromberg's heightened glass and a chap called Hugh Dunn Cook, and he was importing Swedish glass into the UK in the 1930s, and he was doing design work with Whitefriars and all sorts of bits and pieces and advertising himself very heavily. Now, I was doing some research and ping, one of these popped up with his name on it, on sale in an auction. And I thought, it's a bit like some of the stuff I've seen that's his. I've never seen it in amethyst. It's got some sort of like chunky bowls with streaky lines in them. And I thought, could possibly be him, in which case it's a very rare thing. So I shot back and bought it. Yeah. You know how it is. Don't trust auction houses. Don't trust them, because sometimes you think they know more than you and they actually don't. And I'll show you what I saw just so you can see what I saw. So bumping around, doing some searches, seeing what pops up, and this is for Dunn Cook glass, and look at this. This appears. That's very like what I was looking at, and here it is. Kingham and Orme for sale in 2020. H.J. Dunn Cook for James Powell and Sons, lobed and bubble vase. Yeah, and I was double tricked because I thought, yeah, there's only one and they don't always get it right. But then I saw this, and peacocks. So that's another auctioneer. Dunn Cook for power, blah blah blah. 2023. I don't know if this is part of what we're looking at, because the bowl is actually made by Thomas Webb. This might be a Thomas Webb one too. Doesn't have the spiral though, but it might be still. You can see the definite. This is a very clear spiral running around this, like that. So I put it up on Facebook and asked around, and I was told, oh yeah, that's Thomas Webb. There is now a Thomas Webb Glass Appreciation group on Facebook. This is a new group. I'm one of the admins, and I'm learning, and someone has put this on, and I think somewhere in here there's an amethyst one as well, and someone's put a clear one. Oh, no, that's not the same. Is there an amethyst one here in here somewhere? There's an amethyst one, and there's a vase as well. None are marked. Yeah, thanks. Anyway, it comes in blue and green apparently, and he's even got a designer, Stan Everson, circa 1961. So the reason I'm interested in Dun Cook, because a lot of his stuff is out of time really. So I could have imagined this was by him from the 1930s, but in actual fact it's from 1961, 30 years later than when he would have been doing what he was doing and making his own heavy duty streaky bowls and vases and things. So anyway, it's not what I wanted it to be. It's still a nice thing, probably worth what I paid for it, but not the excitement that I was after. Anyway, there we go, me making a bad mistake. Just so that you know, I have no hard feelings towards Thomas Webb. I got this one. This is a relatively new purchase off eBay. Yeah, it was $4.99 plus postage. You can't dodge that really, because this is a vase. It is a vase. I think that's, unless you want a pile of celery, that's not what it is. It is marked. Can you see? It's a Made in England Webb. I think that's the something like 35 to 49 mark or something. I can't remember the exact dates, but it's mid 1930s plus. It's old English bullseye, designed from 1930s. I think this colour is called spring green. If I do this, yep, it is uranium glass. The Thomas Webb yellow and green are uranium. I don't know if the yellow is, but anyway, the green is, so there you go. So that's nice and strong. I'll put that down. So yeah, that's a bit of a bargain. I thought I can't run away from that. I can put it on my website, show it to you guys, etc., etc. So yeah, it's a nice thing. So here we go. What I've got here is an Orifice decanter from 1926. It's in the 1926 catalogue anyway. And it's designed by Simon Gate or Edward Hald. Yeah, it's quite a nice thing. And you might think, hey, didn't you show us this before, Kevin? And let me explain something that occasionally lightning can strike twice. Yes. So I bought this one, I think. Can't remember which way round. Anyway, it doesn't matter which way round it is. I bought one of these with some glasses off eBay for a very bargain price. And the other one, also got for a very bargain price of £10 plus postage. So yeah, they are both mine now. And having a pair, I don't know, in general, same with vases and whatever else it is, generally a pair is worth 3 times as much as a single. The actual being a pair itself adds value. So yeah, if it's vases, I think it's more likely to. But anyway, I think a pair of these is quite handsome. If you were going to have some whiskey and brandy or something, that would look quite good in those. They're quite stylish colour-wise. I think they're probably fairly on trend for the modern days. But anyway, they're very nice. iconic designers from Orifice, from the beginning of the sort of like modern glass stuff that they started to do. I think this would fit under what they were called Façon de Venise, so they were trying to copy Venetian fashions, but not in a slavish way. They were making their own interpretation of it, and this is what came out of it. If you were to go through some of the Renaissance Venetian glass, you would find bottles and things that are roughly about this shape. Next item, so I have this very what would have been very fashionable in the 1860s, 50s, 60s, 70s maybe, jug. It was known as a, if it was a decanter you'd call it a cup-mouth decanter. I don't know if you'd call it a cup-mouth jug. It doesn't have a pouring lip as such, it's just got this round piece here. You can see the handle is fitted from top to bottom, so that makes it pre-1880 really. And it's got quite a wide base with a big pontle on it. It's very elegant. I mean, look at my hand on it, it's very tall. Little cup mouth, never fitted for a stop. If I run my finger down here, normally you'd feel where it's been cut to fit the stopper. There is no sign of that whatsoever. So yeah, this was always a jug, never a sort of like a claret jug type thing. So yeah, it's really nice. It's another eBay purchase. I think it was a tenner. Just shows you just got to keep your eyes open for what's scrolling by you. I thought I'd show you a few smaller bits here. Little perfume. I've shown you these before, so I'll whiz by it. So this is a little pillar cut perfume bottle. I bought this when I was out filming at the Antiques Market at Weedon, or Village Antiques Market it's called, and I bought this too. So this is probably about 1820s, 30s. This is a similar period. There's a little salt, this one. If I can get it to focus on it. Oh, come on. Focus on it. This. Focus on that. There you go. Look at the quality of that. I think this is Anglo-Irish. Look at the wear on the base. Yeah, and if you look at the top, you can see it's just all nicked and nibbled. That's what I would kind of expect. There's a little nibble there as well. But it's got a sharp edge. Just there. Where the base has been polished and then it's just worn. So yeah. Then this is something else. This is also Anglo-Irish pedestal salt boat. There is, and it's got what's known as a lemon squeeze base. So the base has been made separately by pressed glass, and then the top has been blown and put on top of it, joining it together. It's very plain. It's the only plain one I've got. It's got an oval base, not quite often the diamond shape. See this shape here, usually quite often the bottom base is cut to match that shape, but this one's oval, which is a little bit more unusual. Not uncommon, but less frequent than the diamond shaped ones. And yeah, this is in one of my books, and I'm going to have to dig it out and get it on my website, get a reference for it and everything. And I think it's in one of the Irish glass books that I've got, so I'm going to say that for now. Oh, and this is probably about 1800. So this is the next piece. This is a small vinegar bottle. I couldn't find a good stopper for it. It's never been fitted for a stopper. I've put this in it. You can see this has never been fitted either. Can you see? So I basically just stops dust accumulating in the bottom down there, because that's a pain after you've had it for a while. ends up with a little patch of dust right in the bottom in the middle there, and that's just a pain. So yeah, let me show you the engraving. This bit AF. You can see it's not anything super fantastic. It's a cartouche. It's looking like it's supposed to be a label. Can you see, like this little, it's supposed to be a chain going around holding this up with vinegar written on it. This will be about 1760 or something like that. It's got broken pontle. Yeah, why do it's not very heavy. Why do I think it's that age? Because I also happen to have a little decanter here. Let me show you this. This is a Lynn decanter. It has a specific look about it. Can you see these lines in it? And it has a very similar cartouche, and can you see the little same loose chain going around? The way it's engraved is done in a similar way. Lynn decanters are from about that period. This might be 1870s. Generally, it's got less of a pouring lip. Can you see that pouring lip there? And then this one actually does have a pouring lip that's been pressed out. Generally, the less pouring lip there is, the older it is. That's a general kind of rule of thumb. Not necessarily completely true everywhere, but anyway, this is probably a little bit earlier than that. Maybe not, but this style of doing things is from about that 1760s, 1770s period. So this is the last piece I'm going to show you in this film, and yeah, this is the last decanter I bought, in fact, and it didn't come with this stopper. Yeah, but that is the kind of stopper that should go with it. I went down the shed, pulled open the drawer. I have a full of these, and matched the stopper with the bottle. Not this one, that one, this one, that one, and this one sits, if you look there, just right. It's got virtually no wiggle in it. In fact, they're never great well fitted anyway, even if it was original. So, because it's a pretty crude job. I mean, if you look at how much is roughed there for it to fit, it's not much. And if you look at that, most of it is actually the original shape of the blob of glass that made it. Focus on that, go on. Focus on that. There you go. You can see there is actually the rough bit they've added on there doesn't really change the shape of the stopper very much. So, but that is the right kind of stopper, and it is a period one. You see it's got bubbles in it. If I can make it focus on it, yeah, it's got bubbles and everything. Anyway, this is the decanter. This is a fantastic decanter. Do you remember what I was saying about the pouring lip? There's hardly any pouring lip here. I think this might be, again, 1770s, 1760s. It's a tapered decanter. There's hardly any shoulder here. Just a slight. It's got some panel cutting. When this was cut, it would have been done on a foot treadle. So it's, a lot of it's quite shallow. And then what's nice is these flowers. Each one is different. They look like some of the 18th century tapestry things that you see on their furniture. So they're really nice. With the rough etched bits and little polished bits. Yeah, they're super nice. And then you've got these little, each under an arch. Like it's supposed to be a garden, but very out of proportion. And then there's no pontle on this, which is not usual. Is it polished or is it my imagination? Yeah, it's not. There's no pontle, so it would have probably been gripped by something. when it was made, but it does have, you can't see, it's difficult to tell. Let me get it at the right angle, because it's got a lot of bloom just in the bottom there, but yeah, it's very matte where it sits on the ground. I don't think, yeah, there is no pontil there at all. So yeah, not every piece has a pontil. I've got other pieces like that which have no pontil. That's drag. Well, this one's got a really funny base. Look at this one here. Yeah, designed not to have a pontil, but look at the wear on there. And it's probably a bit later than that one, but yeah, so they were using little things to grip them sometimes, not very often, but they did. Yeah, this is really nice and early. It's got a nice colour to it, nice greyish colour, and you can see it's got like scratches in here, so when people have been cleaning it, and historically it's accumulated these scratches, probably from a wire brush that they've stuck in and whizzled around inside there, and then it's also acquired scratches in the bottom from when they've been cleaning it sometime historically. It's normal wear and tear. I might get the bloom taken off, but yeah, it's a really nice piece, really unusual, and the engraving looks very period, but doesn't look fake in that if you're going to do something fake, you go over the top, you put dates on, you put a name on, you make something a bit fancy than this. If you're going to make a fake, you've got to, if you're going to bother to do it, make it more valuable. Even if putting a date on it or putting someone's name on it elevates it, and for really no difference in the amount of work that you're putting in to make the fake. So there you have it. Now, it's been a few months since I did the last one of these. I've not bought that much, not really. No. I didn't really buy any Irish decanters. That's what I love those. And I didn't buy any Stromberg-Zeiten, because that's the other thing I'm out for. The Hugh Dunn-Cook bowl that I thought I was buying would have been associated with that, because those are the two things I'm really looking for, but that didn't work out. Did get a pedestal saltboat, which I'm not supposed to be collecting, but I kind of do. Yeah, and obviously decanters. Yeah, decanters, why not? Especially if they're bargains. Anyway, what else? Yes, Thomas Webb Glass Appreciation Group. Please join. There's some really nice glass going in there. People are showing things that I've never seen before. I've been out trying to pull together bits of documentation for it. I haven't got too much so far. There will be more. We have plans, long-term plans, to make there be a lot. So it's going to be worth joining. And it's one of those things, there's no good book. The only book there is for it is rubbish. Yeah, it was made by Thomas Webb themselves, and it's more like a little advertising giveaway thing with hardly any pictures, and it's absolutely pants. So yeah, join the group if you want to learn about Thomas Webb, because it's good glass. And what else? Yes, and please remember to like and subscribe, because it helps my channel. I have already been out and filmed on location for my next films. It's my first time using my new camera. As you can see, I have a microphone now. I've listened, I haven't watched all of it yet, so I have no idea how it's going to come out really, doing out and about and using the microphone like this. What I do know is that I should keep my phone up here, because every time it pings, it deafens you. So I've heard a little bit of that already, so sorry about that before I've even started putting it together. But anyway, please remember to like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and have a good night. Good night.